Welcome to lesson 14 of the Arabic course. Today, in this lesson, we're looking at exercise 12. And finally, we have the verbs. The Arabic verbs in this exercise are all perfects. We distinguish between two major tenses, the perfect and the imperfect. Now, and the major way to distinguish them formally is that the imperfect always has a prefix to indicate person, gender, and number, whereas person, gender, and number in the perfect are only indicated by a suffix, by an ending. So look at the first sentence in exercise 12. ضرب الشيخ رأس الولد. The sheikh hit the head of the boy, which is not that uncommon, unfortunately, in Arabic. Now, daraba is a perfect, the simplest perfect form, which is hit. Which is he hit. It's the third masculine singular. It has no, let's say, we could say that it has no particular ending, and well, that's the way to recognize the masculine singular form. So that's usually used as the first form in a paradigm. You will find these verbs in the paradigm 4 in the back of the Fisher's grammar. And well, the verbs are you find the inflection by taking the root, the so-called root of the verb, and adding vowels and consonants to indicate different genders, numbers, and persons. So. And by the way, in the perfect, the second vowel is a variable, so it can be a, I, or u, but the first and the third are set. So in the perfect, you have to have in the third person here, you have to have a's. So daraba, some verbs would have an e or an u in the second place, but all verbs would have the a's in the first and the third place. Daraba الشيخ, the sheikh hit. Very often the verb will be at the beginning of a sentence in Arabic. So if you look at the second sentence, we have a feminine starting it. فهمت العجوز كلام الجارية. The old woman understood the speech of the girl, meaning the old woman understood what the girl said. Now, your woman obviously is inflected in the feminine, and the feminine perfect ending is the te, fahimat, and that's all of the ending. It's not ati. Here we have fahimati, but the e there is an auxiliary vowel, preventing the te of the fahimat to form a consonant cluster with l-a. العجوز, the lam and ayn of the following word. So fahimah would be he understood, fahimat is she understood. Now in the beginning of this next sentence, we have a peculiar, well, at least for an English grammatical point of view, a peculiar grammatical trait, which is that if the subject is mentioned after the verb may not be in congruence with it. So for instance, in 3, the subject is the second word, al-awladu. Kharaja al-awladu. Al-awladu means the kids, and it's a broken plural. Waladun is kid. Al-awladu, kids, the broken plural. The subject of kharaja, they went out. But kharaja is in the singular. The perfect plural is indicated by an u ending. Kharaju would be they went out. So kharaja is he went out. That is a peculiarity that that one has to get used to. And if you look at the completion of the sentence, خرج الأولاد من المسجد ودخلوا في المدرسة, meaning the kids went out of the mosque and entered the school. They went out of the mosque, ودخلوا, the third to last word, ودخلوا, they entered the mosque. Now, ودخلوا is plural. See the ending u there indicates plural, and that is because the children have now been mentioned, and since they're already mentioned and not mentioned, and hence they're implicit. The subject is implicit in this verb. The verb has to be plural. Okay. So, anyways, have a look at the paradigm back in the back of Fisher, and then do your best with this exercise. Remember to read it aloud, and check with the key if you have done correctly. Thank you.